Thank you for joining us on this Monday of the Word of Encouragement. I trust you had a great Lord's Day. There's nothing like being with God's people. God's plan for the local church is a marvelous plan, and I'm so thankful. The older I get, the more I thank the Lord for the local church. Today I'd like to look at an episode from Jeremiah's life. He had again been mistreated. He was put into a dungeon because of the pressure of the princes on King Zedekiah, and it was totally unjust. And a man came to the king to intercede for Jeremiah, and that's found in chapter 38. It was Ebed-Melech, and he was a eunuch of the palace there, and he came and he said, if you keep him in there, he's going to die. And so King Zedekiah took the advice of this man, and they took 30 men and pulled Jeremiah out, showed how far down he was and in what dire straits he was in the mire of that dungeon. Well, in the next chapter, chapter 39, we have the fact that Jerusalem is taken. And it's a tragic thing as Jerusalem is burned and overrun. But in the midst of this, God remembers this man who boldly took a stand for the man of God. We read in verse 15, Now, the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah while he was shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Go and speak to Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will bring my words upon this city for evil and not for good, and they shall be accomplished in that day before thee. But I will deliver thee in that day, saith the Lord. And thou shalt not be given into the hand of the men of whom thou art afraid. For I will surely deliver thee, and thou shalt not fall by the sword, but thy life shall be for a prey unto thee, because thou hast put thy trust in me, saith the Lord. I think that's wonderful. Right in the midst of one of the key moments in the history of the people of God, the destruction of Jerusalem. Just before the destruction, God speaks directly to Jeremiah to let this man know, as the arrows are flying, as the army is coming in, as all the destruction is going on, I'm going to deliver you. I will take care of you because you put your trust in me. You were used of me to deliver my prophet Jeremiah, basically is what he is saying. And that's such an encouragement. You know, so often it seems like there's really no hope for a certain situation, or we can be fearful of what might happen in the future. But if we put our trust in the Lord, we can be guaranteed God is overseeing our lives. He cares about us individually. No one is insignificant. You would have not thought this would have been a big deal to God, but it was a big deal to God. Here was a man that chose to put his faith in Jehovah God, and he was going to take care of him. And my friends, in the New Testament, we have a very clear set of instructions and teaching that show us that we as God's people can go boldly to the throne of grace. We can always find mercy and grace in time of need. God does care. All things work together for good. And in the midst of what may seem like destructive days, God will protect. I mean, there are ominous noises abroad when you think of China and Russia and Iran and all of that, but God's in control. He rearranges the situation and the affairs of men, but above all, he knows his own people. So rest in him and be encouraged today that God knows those that trust him.